Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 favorite two-handed 3-packet cuts. Now that's a very specific top 5, I know, but this is a very specific category, obviously. So basically, I'm just going to be sharing with you not necessarily the best, but just some cuts that I think that you should learn, because some 3-packet cuts can be underrated, especially if they're two-handed, because 3 packets is kind of a small number of packets for a two-handed cut. So yeah, I'm just sharing with you 5 3-packet cuts, and all of them will have tutorials that I will link down below. But yeah, anyway, let's get into that top 5. So at number 5, the first move is Kong by Weston Hamilton. Now this one I like because it's very simple, very easy, and pretty comfortable. Now the first part of the opener may take some getting used to, and at first I thought I couldn't do it because I had smaller hands. After some practice, I can do it, and it's just nice and simple and a good kind of fidget move, I guess. So yeah, number 5, Kong by Weston Hamilton. At number 4, I decided to put Molecule 2 by Dan and Dave. Now this could also include Molecule 1, I guess. However, I specifically chose Molecule 2 because that's what Dan and Dave are discussing in the 22 levels of cardistry video, which I thought was really neat that they include cardistry on that like big channel. Basically in that video, they're going over the different levels of cardistry, and they include Molecule 2 and discuss its mechanics and all that stuff. But yeah, that's just a classic move, and it's pretty simple basic mechanics kind of into a combo, I guess. So yeah, that's number 4. And number 3, I have Kitten Carousel by Mosh Pit Meditation on Instagram, and his tutorial is on his Instagram. I'm pretty sure even if you don't have an Instagram account, if you click on the link, you should still be able to watch the video. But yeah, I really like this move. It's kind of based off of Miso by Nikolai, I'm pretty sure. However, Miso, as far as I know, does not have a tutorial, so I couldn't include it in this list. But similar to Miso, it's got the nice, satisfying rotation of the packets on kind of the same plane, so like it doesn't move from up and down to side or stuff like that. And it's not very difficult. Of course, it will just take some practice, but once you get it down, it looks really nice and flowy, and I really like that cut. And I learned it more recently, so it's one of the newer cuts on this list. At number 2, I had to include Flip Phone by Tobias Levin. Flip Phone is of course another classic iconic move. It's also by Tobias, so obviously you probably should have included at least one dealer's grip / anyone move, depending on if you want to include it with dealer's grip, because that's when it came out. Of course, Flip Phone is not too difficult and makes a nice sound when you close all the packets, and there's a demo for it on Anyone Worldwide. If you struggle learning from demos, don't worry, I also have a troubleshooting video on it. And also with Flip Phone, you can combo it with other moves, which is really cool. So yeah, Flip Phone is at the number 2 spot. So for number 1, I decided to go with Mockingbird by Darren Yao. Of course, this is another very classic flourish. I like this move because you have cool rotations of the packets and that base packet extension, and there's also the actual full Mockingbird where you have that single card flare thing that technically makes 4 packets though, and it also can be comboed if done well with like Pincho into Mockingbird, something like that. And there are several tutorials on it, and I also have a few like learn with me kind of videos where you can see my progress, and I'm still practicing it because I need to practice it. Now for the tutorials, I think there's one old tutorial that might be by Darren. Then you've got the Ekaterina tutorial. That one's a good one, except for where she explains the extension of the base packet. She uses the wrong grip, but other than that, it's really good. And then there's the tutorial I watched that's in Russian. So if you're a Russian speaker, that's gonna be helpful for you. But also he just shows mechanics very well, so you technically don't actually have to really listen to what he's saying. And there are also just so many styles of Mockingbird. Here's a few styles of Mockingbird that I really like. Mockingbird, still a really cool flourish that I thought deserved to be number 1. Alright, so that's the top 5. I tried to have a good mix of newer moves, but also iconic moves that I think you should learn, or if you want to learn, of course. Be sure to let me know your top 5 3-packet two-handed cuts in the comments down below. And also be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell because my uploading has not been as consistent lately. And actually, I think after this video, I might be going back on break, so I don't really know when the next upload will be. So yeah, hit the bell, and I will see you soon.